Hi, my name is Mandy Arnold, and I'm going to talk about mindfulness-based interventions in elementary schools. Here's our agenda for today. We'll talk about the definition of mindfulness, pressure in public schools, mindfulness intervention in action, and then also the effects and benefits of mindfulness in education. So what is mindfulness? Mindfulness, or present-centered, non-judgmental awareness, is about slowing down and being fully present in the now. There are various definitions of mindfulness. However, the main themes revolve around setting intentions, recognizing and paying attention to attitudes and emotions, focusing awareness and attention on the present moment, acknowledging without judgment thoughts, sensations, and feelings. So why is this practice essential to integrate in schools? There is a lack of effective intervention strategies to assist students with attentiveness during instruction is compounded by the extensive amount of stress and pressure students experience to perform well. So how did public schools reach this point of increasing pressure on students? In 2002, the United States passed the No Child Left Behind Act with intentions to improve public schools, which resulted in increased standardized testing to holding schools accountable nationwide. In 2009, the Race to the Top initiative increased emphasis on high student standardized test scores as states used data to compete for education grants. In 2015, Every Student Succeeds Act replaced the No Child Left Behind Act, but continued to emphasize yearly standardized testing, which continues to lead to increased sedentary time during the year to ensure testing standards and test prep is achieved while cutting down on student involvement in non-tested subjects and activities. Setting time away to teach well-being in public schools is just as important, if not more crucial, to creating healthy, well-rounded students than instilling the idea that success is linked to a standardized test score. Here are some examples of what mindfulness-based interventions have the potential to look like. Mindful practices in elementary schools can be full of diverse activities, yet can also be applied to everyday activities. Common practices include implementing breathing exercises at certain points throughout the day and before tests or times where students may experience anxiety or pressure. Go Noodle is a great resource for whole class involvement. Taking a short mindful walk around the school where students are encouraged to focus on sensations they are experiencing, such as the sounds of nature, the feeling of the ground under their shoes, the sun on their skin, the wind, how their breathing changes. Sensory bin stations are great. Also, yoga practice and stretching in PE classes or used as a brain break between curriculum is another way to get students moving in a mindful way. There are also many pre-created mindfulness-specific based programs and curriculums that can be utilized throughout the school year. Here are some resources. There's a mastermind program, mindful schools, open circle program. Those are all pre-created curriculums. Calm.com and Headspace are resources that anybody can use on apps on your phone, their websites, and they help with guided breathing exercises. Here are the effects of self-regulation when looked at with a mindful approach. So self-regulation is the act of deliberately applying attentional flexibility, working memory, and inhibitory control to avert actions. Mindful strategies allow students to improve self-regulation of own emotions as they become more aware of the current moment. It can contribute to a better sense of self-control and can deter away from bad choices. It encourages reflection before reaction. Students who show maladaptive behaviors, including hyperactivity or low self-control, would benefit greatly from a mindful approach by proactively working on improving attention and inhibitory control. Further studies have shown that teaching mindfulness will improve impulse control and also decrease emotional reactivity. Effects on anxiety. Studies show that completing a mindful activity before a test allows students with testing anxiety to feel a decreased amount of stress upon completion of the test. In one mindfulness study, students were encouraged to record their thoughts, feelings, drawings, and descriptions in a reflective journal. This helped improve overall well-being of students by practicing awareness and encouraging self-assessment. Effects on stress. The pressure of standardized tests and high academic achievement result in high levels of stress in students. Implementing activities that focus on improving emotional and social well-being of students, such as breathing exercises, sensory games, partner trust exercises, and yoga, result in a decreased feeling of helplessness, stress, and aggression. The students also showed more positive behaviors in the classroom and an increased control over their emotions. Mindful-based activities implemented in the classroom give students lifelong tools to deal with stress and encourage overall well-being in a healthy way. Physical effects. The practice of yoga is a popular physical activity that ties into mindfulness. Yoga will help promote full body awareness, motor skills such as strength, balance, and flexibility, brain development, and will also reduce fatigue and body aches. Effects on classroom management. Compliant cognition occurs when teachers manage their classrooms through strict, depersonalized structures, which result in it being urged that classroom management needed to do more than elicit predictable obedience. With a mindful-based approach to classroom management, it is important to remember that classrooms are complex systems full of students from various backgrounds with various aspirations and personal or cultural goals. As a teacher, it is essential to model and encourage self-evaluation, self-control, resilience, autonomy, and interpersonal social skills. Benefits for teachers. Overall teacher well-being is just as crucial as student well-being. Teachers often face the burnout, anxiety, and stress that comes with being a helping professional. Teachers struggle managing stress related to students who lack motivation, student discipline, workload, constant changes, evaluation, administration, self-esteem, and poor working conditions. Allowing time for teachers and students to focus on and encourage overall well-being during the school day will allow for stronger positive relationships and has the potential to improve overall classroom learning experience. Giving teachers the tools and time to improve well-being and relationships with their students may help improve teacher retention rate, which will help with the teacher shortages. Thank you for listening.